Hello, welcome to the Slayoffs round of 16. Here's how our bracket looks before this match. I've included all of the yapping in this VOD, but there's some nice timestamps to help you navigate straight to the action. Enjoy! We're back, and there were zero issues with someone accidentally switching scenes. Not mentioning any names, it could be any one of us.
Surely it
Only
was
I have
intentional.
access to my
Surely that
stream,
was part
but
of the
it could
plot.
be any of us. I'm going to take this time. Our match will be starting very shortly. I'm going to take this time to mention something I should have mentioned at the start. Got all about it. I mean, it was intentional, totally. We've hit 3 of our donation goals in the last stream, which is absolutely insane. We've got some wonderful things lined up for you. One of those things is this analysis segment raffle. Ooh. There's a Google form, which I'm going to be posting in the chat for you now. If you have a run that you're particularly fond of, your first ever sub 15, whatever it is. Thank you, Ruth
Yeah,
Online, for the
thank you, Ruth.
$25. Yes, we're $25 away from the next donation goal. If you want to see the commentators embarrass themselves, or no, I mean do amazing in
Wait, what?
in a talent show, $25.
Talent show. Oh my god, guys, I can hit the gritty. I'm just saying, if you want to see me hit the gritty,
You
I hope
have
you mean
your
that kind of talent show. Because if it's a speedrun
motivation
talent show,
chat. Go, go, go. One of those donation goals. Fill out the form. If you have a run, link a YouTube video. It's gonna be less than 20 minutes. That's the only caveat. We're gonna get a special guest, to analyze your run in what's gonna be a very silly, whimsical segment. One lucky winner. You still have time to get it in. I'm gonna make a little spinny wheel during the break. Between matches 3 and 4, because there's actually more time there. And we will reveal the winner. So last chance to get something in. We haven't got that many submissions. Last I checked, there's only like 5. So, you know, the odds are in your favor. Any gambling fans in chat?
I love gambling.
Well, the time has arrived for the next match, and we're not quite ready. So let's rattle through some stats and make ourselves ready as soon as we can. And talk about our next matchup. We have the incredible 3tenacity versus Maskers. Maskers, our 13th seed, Tenacity, who... I mean, both of these runners barely appeared on stream during the Slayoffs qualifiers, which, my bad. But Tenacity won seeds 2 and 3. No, yeah, 2 and 3. Wait, I thought Julie won seed 3. Louis won seed 1, and then Tenacity won 2 in a row. Maybe it was, I don't know. It was a whole week ago, you know. Memory's difficult. But Tenacity won 2 of the seeds. No one else managed that. And we've again got a similar looking graph here with that the 2 dips in the end on the fortress and then everything else looking pretty good. Better stats for Maskers, I think, is interesting. Again, really, it's like with... Oh, I know why.
Did you pull up the wrong stats? Wow.
Anyways, let's talk about our stats for
wow.
Tenacity and Maskers. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I hadn't changed those. I thought they looked similar.
Okay, whoa, this is actually crazy though, because Tenacity's end time is not great.
Same with Maskers.
Do we know? Do they have? Do they know? Zero cycle. Oh my god, I can't speak.
I don't know. No, Tenacity knows zero cycle. There's no way that Tenacity won 2 seeds without knowing how to zero cycle.
True.
There could have been... I don't know how many matches they've played, but it could be a lot to do with, like, there's just been a few seeds where you've died in the end,
Mm-hmm.
and you spend the next 7 minutes, and then like you die in the end, and you're still playing out the seed, and somehow you still win. So it becomes like a 20 minute,
True.
not a 20 minute, like 10 minute end split technically.
Right, right, right.
But
The other thing
yeah,
that's interesting here about maskers is this nether split is quite low, which
20
generally
seconds on
tends
that
to be a
split is it's a big difference.
yeah, yeah, and usually that nether split is something that is okay for these lower seeded runners, uh, but yeah, 1 minute is quite slow.
Yeah. Um, Definitely shows some much less confident in like the general movement skills and mechanics, I think. Um, and I wouldn't be surprised if Maskers is the more consistent player of the two, and Tenacity is more of the fast player.
Mm-hmm.
And we might see a situation if both runners don't make a mistake, Tenacity will just go faster. Definitely, I would say an underdog situation. I think Maskers is a brilliant player, but Tenacity is just such a strong opponent. Very
Mm-hmm.
similar looking overworlds. Nope, wait, nope. That's
Wrong
yep,
one again.
yeah. I'm gonna,
Classic.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay, and same thing here. That kind of similar expectations to what we've been seeing for these runners. Really low BT. Oh my god, excuse me. Really low BT stats because these players
Mm,
don't see it very often, and are also tend to not be as confident in them, and then also lower on the RP side
yeah.
because RPs, are low food, and uh,
Hmm, I'm
it's hard to do them
lower
fast when
RPs
you
is
don't have a lot of
interesting to
practice.
me. I feel I feel like RPs should be more straightforward. I mean, they're very strong on their desert temples, which is generally. I feel like there's some similarity between RPs and desert temples. Not they're
What?
played very
No.
differently, but you're usually getting your food from animals, and managing those animals makes a big difference, and how many animals you decide to go for makes a big difference in how quickly you do those overworlds. um
But I guess okay, wait, these numbers, the percentages are like with all ranked players, right?
yeah.
Or is it okay? So I think actually this kind of makes sense because when you are a higher ranked player, you can get away with like no or very little food
Hmm.
entering in an RP. So a lot of those higher ranked players are entering in less than a minute on RPs versus a lower ranked player is going to want to get food and is going to go, do
Hmm.
that. So that's kind of a big reason why
Hmm.
my guess is why these stats are
Yeah.
so quote unquote bad for RPs.
Hmm. I think the interesting thing to note is that Ruin Portal and Buried Treasure are the only seeds where Maskers is statistically faster. So I assume that those are going to be targets for bans and targets for playing.
Hmm. I could see neither of them going for buried treasure just because of their, they don't play it as
Mm,
much, but it could definitely be a strat for maskers as the underdog. Oh my god,
mm.
I'm so sorry. As the underdog to pick that one.
I've
Um,
remembered to switch these. I did that in studio mode quickly, so these are correct. I'm gonna
Proud of
hurry us
you.
along a bit. Big difference. So very different bastions. Maskers clearly struggling
Kind of
mostly in
opposite.
treasure, being strong in housing, whereas Tenacity's really slow in stables and housing, much stronger in treasure and bridge. So I feel like that's going to be straightforward if they've been analyzing each other's stats. That Maskers is going to be picking housing, and uh, and stables, and Tenacity's going to be picking treasure and bridge probably. Tenacity gets to choose whether picking bastions first. So I'm gonna bastion or overworld first. So I assume that Tenacity they've probably done pick bans already. I assume Tenacity will choose to pick bastion first so that he gets both bastion picks. and Maskers only gets
Mhm.
one, and then he can control the seed a bit better, make sure that both Bridge and Treasure get played. Let's send it over to that screen and quickly cover that. Yeah. No,
Exactly
Maskers
as
is
you
doing
predicted.
Bastion.
Oh, yeah.
Tenacity. Maskers is the Penguin. Maskers sends a treasure, which was
Interesting choice.
Tenacity's good Bastion. So
Yeah,
we've
like
got
that's
Desert
Tenacity's best
Temple.
bastion.
Desert Temple was Masker's faster seed. No, it wasn't. No, that was Ruin Portal and Booty. Silly. They're both fast on Desert Temple. Okay, probably just what they want to play. You
They're
know
aura
what?
farming.
I don't know anything. I am dumb. I'm stupid. Let's start the siege. Maskers is
Interesting.
offline.
Also, okay, man.
Hold. Problem.
Okay, man. Anyways, what I was gonna say is Maskers ended up banning that village. Interesting. And then yeah, Tenacity banning that RP, which I believe they both kind of struggled with that one. So not super surprised about that. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I can't stop yawning. I promise I'm not bored. I just didn't get enough sleep last night. And I'm also on weird time zones right now. So
Let's
so
go back
so
to previous seed.
yeah.
Where do we want to be right now? We've looked at
Let's
the
be on the pick bands.
yeah.
Pick bands.
That's fine.
Put me on
Okay.
the pick bands. Perfect. Thank you.
Technical
Thank you.
difficulties. Technical difficulties.
It's okay. So I'm really excited to see this treasure because I like the stats are such that Tenacity should be faster in treasure. But maybe Maskers has been cooking behind the scenes, been practicing. But we also know that treasure is the highest death percentage generally for players. So we might see some deaths, might get a little spicy. And then yeah, Desert Temple, guys, I'm such a Desert Temple enjoyer. I am a 1-7 enjoyer, so I always love a good Desert Temple. And so once again, we'll see how things go. I think food is going to be a big factor in this one, because it's a low food enter, so somebody might spend a little more time getting food, but it might pay off in the end. You tend to take quite a bit of damage in treasure.
So
And then
sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say thank you, Yakov, who has informed us that the Masker's stream died. That's the issue. So we're just trying to see if we can make sure that's back online. I'm refreshing it constantly. I see in Tenacity is saying that they can see Masker's stream. So it's probably just going to take a while for it to appear on my end, I guess. But we should hopefully be up and running at some point fairly soon.
While we wait, guys, we're raising money for the Trevor Project, as we mentioned. You can donate in the page. We're $25 away from our next goal, which is Pastor Talent Show. I'll hit the gritty for y'all. It'll be great.
The problem with
My gritty is better than
stream,
Speckner's gritty.
I think Masker's stream is probably just like there's not enough money in the Trevor Project, and so Masker's stream just died. I think that's probably the issue. To be honest with you,
I think if we get another $25, the stream will come back.
Surely.
What was the first goal? Like fundraising goal?
That was the Eric exhibition match.
Yeah, and then as we mentioned earlier during the break, after the break, I don't remember. I just work here. There is this form that you can fill out, and then you can be featured. Your run can be analyzed by a very special guest. And that will happen, or the winner will be picked later today. So get your runs in now. It's it's the perfect time to do it. We're waiting. You don't have anything to watch. You can pull it up. Keep us in your ears. You'll know when we start. So great.
I think Masker's stream has died a second time.
Oh God.
I'm looking at it on the tournament tool thing, and it's saying check out this Minecraft stream from 2 minutes ago, whereas before it was saying 20 minutes ago. So I think it arrived and then immediately died again, which is very unfortunate.
I love it here.
Not sure
It's
what
okay,
we'll
we can
do
keep
if we
stalling.
can't get it working, but surely it's fine.
I could start rapping.
Do the talent show now. Why not? No.
Right. I can't rap. Guys, don't ask me to do that.
At playoffs commentators, right now, get in here. Haven't prepared anything tough.
Too bad, loser, elbozo. No, I do have I guess a little bit of an advantage for this talent show because I dance, but yeah, I don't know. I'm running out of waffling material here.
Very frustrating for the players who have built up for this match. They've prepared
you
themselves
made-
mentally and
Yeah. Sorry, I'm very distracted. Ruth, you made a dress? Like you sewed one by yourself?
Ruth made me a skirt for it wasn't even for anything. It was just like it just made me this incredible, beautiful, fabulous skirt. It's this pinky magenta color, alliums on it and little hedgehogs, and it's just the most beautiful thing. Ah!
Ruth is like pulling up and being like, oh, guys, I don't have that many talents. I just can make my own clothes and I know quantum physics. Life is so hard for me. Like, girl, like those are good talents. Like, you're kind of eating with that.
She also has a grade 8 in flute.
Oh, I also just can play an instrument. Like, it's whatever,
Ruth
I'm just so untalented.
online, the biggest silly ever.
Dude, flute? What do you mean you can play the flute? That's a good talent for a talent show.
Ruth is literally the most talented person ever, and so silly.
Wait, I could go get my cat if we want a cat cam for entertainment while we wait? Question mark.
I'm gonna see if I can find a workaround.
Kazoo performance, bro. That's fire. Yes, please. I love the kazoo. I think it's so fun. I think about that kazoo kid all the time. Cat cam. Okay, let me go find my cat. Mousy, get ready. I'll be right back.
I'm so ready.
Hi, baby. Come here. Hi, baby.
Okay. Let's.
Are you ready for cat cam, Mousy? Or are we here? Are we back? Holy shit.
Gradient Gray! Gradient Gray has also contributed with $50! What?
Oh my god, thank you, Gray. Oh my gosh. Now we get to hear the kazoo performance.
Will you continue to YouTube? What, how do I... Um... I'm trying to see if I can, display... Maskers is going to try YouTube, live... YouTube stream. And... if I can restream that, but it doesn't work with Tournament Tool, and it's not wanting to show. If I add it manually, it just doesn't want to work. It has like it's just showing like a yeah, it's just showing. Before you continue to YouTube, yap 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 yap, but I can't click anything on the browser source to make that go away.
Oh, you should be able. Oh, there's like if you hit like something and then like left click and then there's like an interact button or something like that, and then it lets you interact with the browser source. I went through this with
Okay, interact. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like tech support or whatever.
Boom. Unfortunately, we have volume on this. How do I turn that down?
You should be able to mute it.
Yeah.
Like if you're in interact, you should be able to click the mute button.
Of course. Boom. And if I just set that to full screen. Boom. Okay. Okay. This is huge news. Huge news. We may have fixed our issue. Sorry, Gray, that your donation got a little bit overshadowed by me figuring out how streaming works. If I do this...
Pause. Man sitting. Currently, we can only see tenacity. Wait, right. Oh my god, wait, Gray like literally paid for the stream to work. Period.
The URL disappeared. Okay. Okay.
Let's go!
Just don't touch it. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
My deepest apologies, players, and chat for the silliness. But we can now get underway with this Desert Temple treasure seed. I love technical issues. You know what?
It's okay. It's great. Everything's great. Everything's going well. Nothing went wrong.
It was all a ploy to make the players even more nervous.
And to farm donations.
Oh yeah,
so smart.
Real. Thank you again, Gray, for making that work. Stream delay. Surely it's not gonna be something like 30 seconds behind. Ooh, that's like 15 seconds, I think.
It's okay. We can use our big brains. But yeah, reminders for everyone and people who just got here. This is the first match of best of 3 of Tenacity versus Maskers. We're starting out here with a Desert Temple and a Treasure. Tenacity picked that Desert Temple. Maskers picked the Treasure Bastion, which was a little bit surprising since Tenacity is quite strong on those treasures. So yeah, we're gonna have this stream delay, guys. It's fine. Everything's fine. And we're gonna have great frame rates, and it's gonna be so great, and we're gonna have a great time. So we're gonna slideshow time. Let's go.
Oh goodness. We're gonna have the thing we had in the qualifiers where we were like, okay, here we go. Maskers is coming up to the 0 cycle, and it pauses, and then when it unpauses, it's just dead. And like, oh, okay, surely something funny happened there, but no idea what it was. Oh, this seed.
Oh yeah. Okay. So once again, despite the fact that the RP was not chosen, it is gonna make an appearance. And so we're gonna see
beautiful seed. It's just
the proper teen.
Tenacity makes the correct play here, going to the ruin portal first. I hope Maskers saw it, but just being able to get the flint and steel straight away, and like you could what Tenacity did is place the TNT really high up on a tree, placing it on top of a
Mm-hmm.
leaf, and blowing up with the flint and steel, which gets you all the wood you need in one explosion, which is just
Mm-hmm.
so convenient. And it's going to be just entering. Interestingly, chose to go to the lava pool rather than using the ruined portal lava, which I think a bit unnecessary. I think the ruined portal
Not
is
really a matter.
fine
Like
and
it wasn't
closer.
too far out of the way. I think it's fine.
The big thing is tenacity. Oh, straight onto a fortress. I remember Seed finding this treasure. I remember this so clearly. Um, I know exactly where the bastion is and what it looks like. Um, so the interesting thing is how tenacity. I don't know what this food situation. Like didn't seem to grab any animals. I think has 7 rotten flesh, but I
We
think
got
that's
4 gaps.
4 gapples. That's insane. Um, Whereas on the other side, Tenacity has got raw beef. Tenacity jumped for the beef, and it's
Oh, oh,
not
okay, it's
good.
fine. It's fine. This lava pool,
Tenacity's
yeah, you
left the
can't do that
lava pool.
anymore.
Not Tenacity, Maskers. Okay, there's a bit of a disaster going on Masker's screen right now. Doesn't have Flint. Completely missed the ruined portal. Um, and uh, is it a different lava pool? It's really awkward. Um, Hopefully got enough
Is this
lava.
finishable? I don't
Yeah,
think
there's the
this
lava
is, do we
underneath,
have
but it's
enough?
just gonna be
Okay, okay.
awkward. Not a good start. Probably nerves playing a big factor there. And Tenacity just starting the route. Very commanding first seed. I like the way that Tenacity broke those blocks, just delaying the piglins coming through, and managed to do it without taking a single hit of damage, which is really, really impressive. Is going to be able to probably survive without a death reset as long as manages to also play the fort really well. 1 or 2 pearls, you're there, and those you can use the gapples efficiently and cover all the damage. The one fungus block that blocks you from just the way that tree's generated is so funny. Maskers is grabbing a pearl from this Enderman, which might save some time going to the bastion.
It did drop. It
It
did
did
drop.
drop. Oh, it's gonna pearl hang to the fort. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
To
But
quote,
it's taking quite a bit of time to find this
it
bastion.
is
We are a little
quite
bit
awkward
lost.
terrain. Um, Tenacity just went, found it no problem, went exactly the way that you're supposed to go. And the thing about this pearl hang is just that maskers can't see.
Yeah.
Um, it's a really fun play, and I really like it. But for the time, it doesn't save enough time to, I think, really justify it with the awkwardness of this. And now I'm understanding why maskers had such a slow nether split average. Making plays like this is trying to save time later by sacrificing time now. And for Masker's development, because for all these players, they're all up and coming, brilliant runners who we will no doubt be seeing in the playoffs one day. I think that however interesting those decisions are, uh, the general consensus, particularly in ranked, where you want to be playing really consistently, is that you just get to the bastion as quickly as you can, whatever the
Hmm.
seed.
Well, and I think like it's one of those things where this is like doing something really early like that is such a like ranked player mindset because like
mm,
you would never do that in RSG. Like you never want to sacrifice time early because it's going to harm your reset efficiency.
mm.
So I'm just like, this is as my RSG brain. If you guys know, I work a lot on like Paceman and stuff like that. I'm like, what are we doing? But
Yeah.
that's okay.
I think the thing about that is it's not. I don't think it is very ranked because of the. I mean, mostly because 50% chance that the Enderman actually drops. You don't usually rely on any luck in
Yeah.
ranked. Um, Now, Tenacity is home portaling. Oh no,
Oh, okay. Well, now
the
this
the
round is
late
very different. Oh my god, wait,
piglin
Tenacity accidentally aggroed
didn't
some
use
zombie piglins. Oh
buttons.
no.
That
Oh, this could go so bad.
we just watched
There's so
two
many of
players at the
them.
top of their game, and now we get to watch two players suffer. You're gonna blow up the
Bro.
spawner. You'll blow up the spawner. Don't do it.
Oh
Wait, it's
my
still
god,
there.
this is
You still have tons of piglins though. It's you need to like block yourself in somehow. Okay,
yeah,
safe.
if they're able to block off this spawner completely,
And the rod
then it
gets into their
should be
inventory.
okay.
Maskers
Oh
has
my
been
god,
hit
this
by
is
a
so dank.
blaze, I think. Has done the exact same thing as
Maskers.
last time. Maskers on half a heart with a bunch of dirt. What could possibly... Oh, because didn't reset. Hasn't done the same thing. The pearl hang's just
No, hasn't
still
reset.
there. Good job not setting it off when you re-enter. Tenacity manages to blind. Maskers, how are you surviving this? What's the plan here? No boat, no!
Okay, fails the speed bridge. Oh my god. Okay, are we resetting or
That's a full reset. Yeah.
it's time? Doesn't trust that they can get back to their stuff in time. That's tough.
Hmm.
Provided Tenacity doesn't make any crazy mistakes, he should be a shoe in to win this one. He's thrown his first eye, got 100% on it.
These zombie piglins aren't
So
mad. Just managed to get out of the range. That's good. No fire res! No fire res!
yes. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
This
fine.
is
We
the
just don't
Slayoffs
have any
content
food
we
left.
want. Yes! Hurling on 3 hearts. If you clip into a block, it could be over.
So bold. Okay, we have 1 heart.
Don't slip.
Everything's fine.
Don't
Everything's
slip.
great.
Don't boat break. Survives. Whew.
We should be able to hunger reset in the stronghold. That's going to be the last of the rotten flesh.
Maskers
So
has
hopefully
found the
we
ruined
maybe
portal.
find a little bit of bread.
On the second time round, Maskers did find it.
Okay. Going into the stronghold here.
Who's excited for a stronghold? Surely this one is going to be fun. It said sub 10 strongholds, which on a desert temple seed, very impressive. Under pressure?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Wow.
Okay, we got some preemptive happening.
That's an interesting preemptive. Was using wide macro to preemptive?
Instead of yeah, I guess.
I don't think that's tech. I think. Oh no, vote desync.
Oh no!
I mean, it's a good job
Wait, how
that
did
didn't
that
happen in
happen?
the portal room because then your stuff could end up in the lava in the portal room. Stuff could have gone back through the portal. What if like the blaze rods? No, they're there, but like it could. There's the portal room. It is actually a good stronghold. Insane. I didn't know those existed. I'm going to expect no zero cycle, given the nerve situation and just knowing that you're so far ahead. They've lost items! They've lost items! They don't have something! They don't
Surely they know. Surely he knows.
I
Surely
think it's gone
Tenacity
through the
knows.
portal.
Surely
Oh no, it's down
Tenacity, you
there. It's
know.
down
Okay.
there. Some mouse shaking, but they're good. You're still so far ahead. Maskers is still in the overworld on that reset. Just go in one cycle. You'll be fine. You've survived all the trials and tribulations of the low food treasure. It's a big yikes. I mean, it wasn't that low food with the 4 gaps, but still.
So, yeah, you
Rotten
have to
flesh is
be.
just
The
not
thing
fun.
about gaps is you have to be a lot more strategic. Like you can't
Yeah.
just eat food whenever. You have to like make sure it's the right
Yeah.
time.
When you're in trouble,
Um,
you're sitting there like, do I want to chug this gap? Like, what if I'm just able to just survive and then I save the gap and then that could make the difference in the seed because I don't have to
yeah.
hunger reset here. Um,
Another half bow coming out from Tenacity. It's not going to be
not an optimal
an
one.
on half bow. Oh, dude, Masker's died again.
Oh,
Oh my
Maskers.
god, this poor guy. Oh,
Look,
this is such a
you
hard
just
way
have
to start the
to
match.
reset the mental. This match is done. It's over. There's like nothing you can do. At this point, you have to assume that Tenacity is going to be fine and just hit a 1 cycle, and it's over. You keep playing because it's the right thing to do mindset wise, but you're gonna be thinking about, okay, next seed. I have to
Yeah,
calm the nerves. I have to um remind myself that I earned this spot. I qualified, I played super well, I earned this spot. Give yourself what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to say validation, but it's not. I'm thinking of
reassurance,
do your affirmations.
affirmations. Yes,
You can speedrun Minecraft. You can do it.
you got it. You can play the game.
Say to yourself, I am Maskers. I am a brilliant, wonderful speedrunner. I am talented and amazing, and I can
The
win
best
this
and the
match.
greatest. Mm-hmm. No, I am a big fan. When I do my competitive dance, I go on stage and I go, I'm the best and the greatest. Everybody should be watching me. I'm the best person here. And you know, it kind of works.
Hmm. One of the best things I've ever done in speedrunning is that was a fake perch. Is I said to myself, I can build portals while trying to build another portal, and I hit a PB on the practice map. So
Go! That's how you do it. It's all about the W mental.
this
And
dragon is
you know,
mean. Okay,
it's actually crazy how well it works. Okay, here's a perch finally.
hit
Finally.
low. It's fine.
Uh I don't know how many explosives we have, but we have
Enough.
enough. So that's perfect. We're gonna oh my god, you can see how
Maskers,
nervous Tenacity
maskers,
is.
maskers.
That hunger reset was so funny. True. Okay, so that's the end of the match. Kind of no surprise that Tenacity won that one with Maskers taking 2 deaths. But we will jump in to the next the next scene shortly. And surely Maskers has a better time.
Maskers PBs now, surely. I mean, look, Maskers saying in chat, I almost won. You go, Maskers. You go. Taking the time. Uh, it's good. I like that. I like the mental there.
That's the confidence. That's what you need.
I was saying something. It's gone.
Okay,
It's gone.
jumping in to seed number 2. This time Maskers gets the overworld pick. I'm curious to see what Tenacity picks as the Bastion because
yes,
let's
wacky seed,
go!
wacky seed. This is a beautiful wacky seed. The outpost stands for wacky seed. It will not be necessarily an outpost. There are outposts included, and I would like to throw this out there. I have found you can use run commands. That's how it works. Run commands at the start of the game make these excellent seeds. In any outpost situation, I have found a really neat and interesting way of removing pillagers from the game. Really subtle. So that's going to make them a lot more playable. We have a wacky bastion.
I have a small feeling that it's not going to be subtle.
I have no idea what
I
you're
have just
talking about.
a small inkling. Anyways, and then okay, so Tenacity picking a bridge, kind of no surprise there because his best two bastions are bridge and treasure. He already got the treasure pick for him, so he's going in happy. And let's see how wacky this gets to be. I'm so excited. I love wacky overworlds.
Interesting. When I went off the thing, it just fully removed the URL from that. Okay, that might be Tournament Tool actually doing that.
You have something to
Might be
say?
messing with it. Yes,
He
I
has
do.
nothing to say. Sorry, guys.
That's my whole purpose for being here.
No, not you, my cat. Oh my god. Wait. Wait, that sounded so mean.
You have something to say. Oh goodness. Um I yeah. Wacky Bridge Bastion. I'm really excited for this seed.
I think Masca said, why did I ban villages? That's so funny. I feel like Tenacity's probably gonna take this 1-2-0. But you know, anything can happen, especially in this
I
elo.
mean,
You never know.
Wacky Seed. I guess that's. I mean, like Wacky Seed is like the biggest shakeup because it's so much more about what your thought process is rather than your mechanical skill. It's all about being able to quickly analyze the situation and figure it out. And I think Masca's with trying to do like that pearl hang. I mean, it's going kind of going off vibes, but I feel like Masca's is a
thinker.
Is a thinker. Yeah, Masca's thinks about things. Masca's has a brain. Fun fact for anyone in doubt.
Wow, more than me. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Can I buy one? Guys, if you donate to the Trevor Project, I maybe get to have a brain. Is this just structureless?
No.
Oh my god, it's a mansion. Let's go. Guys, have you watched your T-Wags mansion routing video? Are you updated on the T-Wags mansion?
It's a really old video. I don't expect people to know it. Maskas, are you checking chat? Are you checking chat? You see it there. In chat, it says specifically, I wrote this into the commands, that blacksmith doesn't have iron in it, by the way. I said that specifically.
Perfect.
There's an enchanted golden apple and 4 iron for tenacity. And the really interesting thing I've done with this is I've just blocked off all the parts of the mansion that aren't relevant. And I added in some extra items in there for them. They've got 8 diamonds. No, take the music disc! Take the music disc! No! Okay, huge error. Huge error. You have 8 diamonds. 3 for an axe. 3 for a pickaxe. 1 more for a shovel. 1 more for the jukebox.
Oh, and then if you have to 1 cycle, you can make the jukebox. In the end, you can jam out. It's like no aura farming here. Also, I'm disappointed.
This was how I found out diamond chest plates can naturally spawn in junk. Like I joked about netherite pickaxes naturally spawning in igloos. No, actually, diamond chest plates can naturally spawn in wooden mansions as well as chainmail chest plates.
See, I knew that because I watched my T-Wags mansion routing video.
Crazy. So I mean, like, okay, Maskas, I appreciate the. I think maybe just like a consistency thing was the idea, but like I think you've got to metagame this way more and be like, okay, clearly mansion is just the point of this seed. And
I mean, I understand a player's hesitancy to go into a mansion because like of the pillager situation, but
I mean, you literally you have messages in chat saying that Tenacity got diamonds.
True.
So
True.
surely
If you're looking at
Maskers
chat, you should
goes
know.
over to the Woodland Mansion and checks it. Maybe doesn't.
No, I don't think Maskers has chat on. Am I tripping?
That might
I
be
think
a
Maskers has chat
situation.
off.
That might be a situation. Yeah, it's just gonna be entering without an iron pick. Oh, loses the water. I made the lava too deep because you can do a slightly faster portal if you're really skilled, and I thought that would be interesting. And Masker's made a slight error there with the gravel and the falling of it.
Wait, so
Um,
is Maskers uh does Maskers has an iron surely they have an iron axe, right? Oh
no,
god.
no,
Or
no, because
pick,
there
I mean.
was no. It's just a
Oh,
wood
no
pick
pick.
because they just killed the golem. That was it. Um,
Oh.
And bridge is the really awkward seed for iron pick because you've got to go to the
Yeah.
chest first and then to the chalice and back to the chests to do the roots. And also tenacity has a god apple. Tenacity just has a
Mm-hmm.
notch apple that Maskers doesn't. And
Mm-hmm. Free fire res.
I mean tenacity is
And
kind
more.
of cursed because he didn't pick up the music disc. So uh you
True.
know what? Okay, left side triple. No, Maskers died in lava.
Oh, Maskers died. Okay. Surely this time he goes for the mansion.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, let's go. Let's
Pick up the
go.
music disc. Pick up the music disc. He's gonna try and break in, even though the door is right there. Um, I think the big thing that stopped Maskers from going into the Woodland Mansion is it's huge. It's a big maze, and I don't think would have expected that to be an issue that he just didn't want to deal with, and therefore Village would be faster. But I was like, I predicted this. I strategically blocked off the stairs, blocked off the rooms, made it very removed the evokers and vindicators, and was like, okay, boom, easy mansion to deal with. You go in, you get your stuff. It's fun, it's silly. I didn't really see a player not going for it, and I do feel bad now because I can see how that thought process happens. And I
But
wonder if Maskers kind of feels maybe a little bit cheated by that.
I don't know. I mean, fair enough, but at the same time, like you are going into this knowing that it's like a chosen wacky seed. So like the village isn't going to be the route, right? Like
Mm,
I think I've had this conversation in a lot of different tournament settings where people are like, "Why would you do that? That's like not the obvious way." But I'm like, "Okay, you have to think like a seed finder, not like a runner when
mm,
you're playing tournament seeds." So it's like a
yeah.
little bit of a different thought process than how you would play regular ranked seeds.
The other thing that I failed to mention so far that I did notice, but then I was like, I should have brought this up already. Maskers said in chat, "Why did I ban village seeds?" So already going into that match had like literally right before the
Village
seed
on the
started,
brain.
village on the brain, and so
Yeah.
I think that's and that's just where Masker's headspace was at, and it's been a problem. It would have been fine. They would have been equal if it wasn't for that death. Um, I mean, it would have been a more awkward
Would have
Bastion
been
route, but
equal.
not the end of the world.
I think Tenacity still would have been ahead just because
Yeah,
of like
definitely.
that bridge route. Like Maskers would. Tenacity died.
On
Oh
flat ground,
no!
right? So you can go back and get the stuff.
He pearled and wasn't able to block clutch. Oh my god!
Okay,
I love
so
that we're getting live mouse
just
shake
run
reactions from
run back.
Tenacity.
Yeah, got the crimson mindset going. um, or if you remember the old days of speedrunning, the Floby shake.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, wait, guys, we don't remember the OG, everybody's favorite cheater, Floby.
Also, mouse shakes. Don't shake me, please. Please leave me alone. Um, uh, the
That was
other
such a good time.
things I wanted to say was, oh yeah, in the Bastion, well, that before the death happened, we rewind. That's my rewind noise. You're welcome. Um,
Nice.
Tenacity stopped to grab wood from the blocks that he'd placed, which was like, ah, we've seen this before. Fudge in a bridge
Fudge
bastion.
moment.
Is the only difference is a different side triple. Um, Tenacity kept the diamond in his inventory, so potentially wasn't too late to grab Pig Step if that was an option. I don't know if it was an option or
True.
if he did. I really hope that he did. Surely there's no
Other
items
thing
in
I
the ravine.
noticed is
There is.
so Maskers is doing the same thing, expending a lot of wood on this route,
Mm,
and I don't I believe that's going to be an issue for him as well. This is also kind of like a lower rank quote unquote moment of like, you know, you've practiced these routes a certain way, and so you want to, it's easiest to do them the way you've practiced, if that makes sense.
mm,
So sometimes it's, you know, you don't think, oh wait, I should grab netherrack so I don't waste all of my wood here or whatever. um
mm.
but Maskers might have enough wood still.
Oh,
He has 15
it's this seed!
left.
It's this seed,
What the,
yes! Look at this blaze spawner!
oh my god,
When
why
have
do
you
you
ever
hate,
seen a blaze spawner taking a bath?
you're having way too much fun with these seeds.
When have you ever seen a blaze spawner take a bath? It's crazy! It's crazy! This shout out paraphraser who found this seed, and there is another blaze spawner which was much easier to find and deal with, and I didn't think we were ever going to see this, and I'm so glad that we have. It's beautiful. I have never seen anything like that. Um, wow.
The nice thing is that it's easy to deal with. Like it's just a one source block versus like some seeds, oh, they can be so gnarly.
Yakov in chat, it's the Curry's courtyard bastion from that time in the subathon when he made a bastion and it had a lava fountain hiding gold. It's so true. The Curryway courtyard fortress. Masker's in the fortress in the same spot. Might go surely, yeah, it's gonna probably find the other blaze spawner, which I think is probably better and is very much still in this because I
Yeah.
think both these runners are taking a death at this point. They're in a high pressure situation. Um, I think it's very possible. Um, Masker's a big thing to improve your fortresses. Oh, there's the blaze spawner. Did you not see that? Okay, there we go. Didn't I immediately recognized the shape of that. At that point, for everyone in chat, what you need to be doing is changing your pie chart back to that preemptive pie chart, and you can do a very rough preemptive to help you find the direction of the spawner, and it's quite simple to actually make happen. Don't have to worry about the numbers or anything like that. You just there's only going to be one spike around probably, so it's really good tech to have in your uh up your sleeve.
Now, okay, so we know that there's some stream delay here. Just a reminder, there's
Oh
about
yeah.
15 seconds of stream delay or 10 seconds. Oh, no, it's 15. But it is Tenacity is still going to be ahead by I think about 3 rods.
Mm.
So just keep that in mind. Maskers is sending the portal on 1 rod. We're eating our gap here. That's an interesting choice.
It does give you fire res, but like that's just not a
But
problem for tenacity.
yeah, he still
It's the
has
second
another
time I've done
splash
that
fire res in
the
his
other way around.
inventory.
And you
And
just
he
have tons of food
should
as
be
well. You have
out
15
shortly.
bread. I think surely you save that for a zero cycle, right? The absorption
That's what
hearts
I'm
makes it
thinking.
so easy. Oh, it's a
Yeah, because then
close,
you don't have to eat mid,
really
like
close
in your
stronghold.
during when you're portaled.
Is awkwardly getting to chords, but I think is basically on them at this point.
It just has to go down.
Yeah. Strongholds. Who's excited for another
Wait,
certified Slayoff
Maskers
stronghold? Uh,
Maskers doesn't have enough obby.
that's
He must have
interesting.
left he must have left Bastion early, or I do
I
know he
think
used a bunch of his gold to create some
I
gaps.
think what it
So
is that
maybe
the
he didn't
obby
have
was in
enough.
the single chest. No obby
Oh.
in the his portal room for tenacity. Come on,
Dude,
zero
hello
cycle.
Nav. That was like the cleanest Nav we've
I
seen
can't
today.
believe
It was
good
just straight
strongholds
down
exist,
mid,
you
nice and
guys.
easy.
Yeah, I think for tenacity, just didn't check the single chest. All usual ranked filters apply to the seed finding. Not gonna go for zero cycle. Playing it
Okay, so
safe,
that's why
understandable.
that's
So
why maybe he didn't go for that later gap.
not the correct play to leave the single chest because you metagaming know that there's going to be obby there, and it takes so long to break the obsidian.
Hmm.
The I mean, it was
Yeah,
only
once
two
again, like I
obsidian, but
said,
still.
you gotta think like a seed finder, not like a player,
Tenacity!
necessarily.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
it's fine.
ooh.
It's fine. It's
Nearly took
fine.
us
We
to
have
a
15 bread.
C3 there. Playing for the content. Um,
So yeah, this would have been a very zeroable seed with the God Apple. It was open. It was back
yeah.
dragon, but um,
I think it
a
was.
pretty
I
easy
don't.
back dragon to hit.
I
Or was it
think
front dragon?
it was back dragon. I think tenacity was fine on their health, but I
Yeah.
think the only thing stopping tenacity was just the fact that he was so far ahead. And I I mean it's understandable in such a high pressure situation when you're at this level, to just not go for it because the
Hmm.
chances of you hitting it are fairly low when you're experiencing these nerves.
Hmm. And not to mention, there's definitely some players here who actually don't know zero at all.
Awkward one
Okay, so
cycle gets it done. There it
it's fine.
is.
We have lots.
No upsets so far. Our number 5 seed is going to take it. There's the portal room for Maskers, who played this very well. Having taken another death, Mental must have been in the gutter, but made it close enough. Um, and yeah, GG. Well
Yeah,
done,
the
Tenacity.
one death,
Incredible stuff.
the one death versus two is gonna win it out for tenacity on my favorite seed yet of mansion into a bridge.
Hello, welcome to the spoiler prevention section. This match ended in a 2-0 victory and no third seed was played, but I don't want anyone to deduce that too early by looking at the timestamps or checking how long the video is, and therefore working out who wins the match based on how the first seed goes. The remainder of this video will be taken up by the rest of the yapping that happened on the stream, and then I'm just going to play some music to bring us out. If you'd like, you can stick around to witness the remainder of the yapping, but other than that, there was no winner's interview had, so that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.
So that's going to be the end of this round. Congratulations to Tenacity for moving on. Good job, Maskers. Still made it into the best of the 16, made it past qualifiers. That's a very exciting place to be. Do we have time for a little interview, Mousy?
We can do a very quick one. We do
Okay.
want to get started with our next match as quick as we can because of there aren't strict time limitations, but if we just get through it, but I want to start as soon as possible just to be 100% certain. But I would like, okay, no interview. Tenacity has turned it down. That's okay, understandable. So that's going to bring us to the end of these two seeds and the end of our time with Nat. Thank you so much for being here. You are awesome and wonderful.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. It was a blast. It's lots of
Yeah.
fun. I'm enjoying the seeds. I'm enjoying the players. And I'm excited to see what happens for the rest of the day, the rest of tomorrow, and then I should be back. I believe next week to
Yeah.
do those semifinals with you guys.
There's only so many slots and a lot of commentators, but it's been absolute blast having you here. I'd really like to have you back if you're available we'll see how things work. Nothing's set in stone yet. But yeah, it's been really awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right,
Awesome.
I will. Are we going to a break?
I'll send it to a 5-minute break again. I won't change scenes this time, surely. And we'll be back
Bye,
shortly.
Chad.
Bye.